Connor, it seems from the outside looking in and stats-wise and everything, like Zach has kind of just been the perfect fit on and off the ice. Does it feel that way to you guys as well?
Yeah, he's definitely stepped in and you know, he's been comfortable right away. You know, he worked out with a bunch of us in Toronto, and you know, he fit right in there, and he's fit right in here. So, you know, and obviously his game speaks for itself. So, it's been a seamless transition, it seems.
You're off to an excellent offensive start. Game to game, maybe shooting the puck a little bit more based on the stats. Is that something you make a conscious effort to do, and are you as confident with your shot in every way as you have been?
I mean, it's, you know, you're just playing the game. I obviously want to shoot the puck more. I want to score more goals, and you know, so. But I think obviously just playing the game and you know, trying to create chances and make plays, and you know, just that typical stuff.
On the power play, sometimes it takes a little bit for it to get going. Right from the word go, even in preseason, you guys have been bang on. What do you maybe attribute that to, and is this as confident as this unit has functioned?
I think it's just the years that we've played together. You know, we played together a long time, and you know, we're coming in and we're just building on where we kind of left off. I think, you know, it's tough sometimes for new units to be put together and work out that chemistry and figure out where guys are going to be and you know, certain plays and stuff like that. But for our unit, it's like I said, we've been at this a long time and playing together out there for a while as a unit. And you know, anytime you can add a guy like Himes, it's obviously helps.
What is, like, you have a lot of guys that score goals. You know, Leon scores from a distance. You score from a lot of places. But Hyman scores goals sort of differently than all you guys do. He scores them, as Tippett said, from the 1-inch line. What is that for the attack, plugging that guy in that scores goals from the blue paint the way he does?
Yeah, I think, you know, we're just covering more areas of the ice that, you know, we can score from, I guess. I don't know. We've always kind of had good net front guys. I mean, that's never been an issue before, but obviously he's a little bit of a different level. So, you know, he's scored a couple from there already, and you know, his willingness to be at the net and be in the goalie's eyes, and you know, sometimes he even ends up in the net after he scores. You know, he's not afraid to go there. So you know, that's where he gets his goals, and if he keeps putting them in, we'll keep putting them in there for him.
We keep being warned it's only 5 games in. You know, don't jump to conclusions here. Your team's playing really, really well, and all facets are going. How do you feel about what you're looking at here? And is normally you might say it can get better because we're only 5 games in. It's hard for us to see from the outside how it could get much better than this. But do you see places where this team could improve?
Well, I think it's kind of only the just a step along the way. I mean, we talked about wanting to come in and have a good camp. We did that. We wanted to get off to a good start. We've done that. I think now we need to continue it and to continue to build off of what we've worked here. And you know, it is only 5 games, obviously, and there's a long way to go. And but I'd certainly rather be 5-0 than 0-5. So it's like I said, it's a good start, and you know, we need to keep building on it.
Connor, when you get away for a couple days without hockey and without a game day routine, do you find that you and other guys hang out with different guys than you would normally on a game day? What were the last 2 days like in terms of getting to know some other people that you wouldn't necessarily see all the time on a game day?
Yeah, I think you know, on a game day you certainly have your routine, and other guys have their routine, and sometimes they mix, and you see a lot of a guy, and sometimes, you know, you don't see a ton of a guy on a game day. So it's good to see other guys and get to know them a little bit. Obviously, it's a new group, and you know, we're still feeling each other out, and yeah.
Connor, a 5-0 start was the same as a couple of years ago. Does it seem different this year than it did a couple of years ago?
That's a good question. I think you know, we certainly felt good about our group then too. We feel good about our group now, but you know, I think just having those experiences that we've been through the last couple of years, I think you just feel a little more mature, a little older. You know, I think it's for our group, it's an expectation to be a good team now. It's not a surprise like it probably was a couple of years ago. So, yeah.
On the power play, the play obviously is to drop it back to you so you can skate the puck into the end. Are you seeing now that they're trying to cut that off, because, you know, on the power play, they're trying to drop it back to you so you can rush the puck into the other team's end.
Well, it doesn't matter if they want to cut it off because, you know, Leon can just skate it in. So it's pick your poison, you know. If we can't get the puck back to me, then I'm sure, you know, obviously Leon and Nuge and those guys will pick their way through just the same. You know, it's a good unit.
You haven't seen one player follow you around yet on the power play? Do you expect to see that? So it just becomes a 4-on-3?
I saw that a little bit in junior, but those nights our team actually was the best on the power play. So, you know, I'd certainly take my chance on a 5-on-4 over a 4-on-3. So if teams want to start doing that, then, you know, I think, you know, the other four will make them pay.
Connor, I just wonder if anything has surprised you about your team so far, just in the way that, you know, you started the year 0-5, like you said, it was maybe a bit more expected than a couple of years ago, but has anything really jumped out at you in terms of surprising you that you didn't know about this team?
I mean, we've certainly had good play from a lot of guys. I would say, you know, obviously that third line, lots been made of them. I would say our second pairing too, you know, with Cease and Dunk have been great. I think Bush has been great too. I mean, we've had some surprises, and I shouldn't say surprises, but you know, guys coming in and stepping up and playing great, and you know, certainly help a lot.
You know, a lot's made of the offense of this team, but that second pair, as you referenced, they're asked to do a lot in terms of starting in the defensive zone, taking on a lot of tough minutes. Pretty underrated role. What have you seen from them that's allowed them to do as well as they have so?
I mean, they've been amazing. You know, I've really liked their game. They've been so solid. Obviously, Dunk has been doing it a long time, and Cease is just a solid guy back there. So, like you said, maybe not the most rewarding job ever, but certainly valuable and something that everyone in that room sees.
Connor, 3 seasons ago when your general manager, Holland, came into town, he had a sit-down conversation with you saying, give me a couple of years to right this ship. On Friday, Nugent Hopkins said this is the deepest group that he's ever been a part of in his 11-year career. As a captain of this team, what's it been like to see that materialize and get a comment like that from Nugent Hopkins? And do you feel the same way?
I think obviously Kenny's done a good job. He's gone out and got good players, and you know, they've gelled well, but that's all it is right now. You know, it's only 5 games in, and you know, like I said, I like where we're at. I like our group, but that's kind of all where we're at.